live again. And this topic is pretty much, I think, talked about a lot. And I would like to give my own point of view on it as well. So, I've written this out, so with using a pencil instead of a pen, it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm just going to do the best I can with my own script. Anyway, one of the most talked about topics, the LGBT communities versus the Christian views. In a time when America's early invasion of settlers were coming over, most were leaving old countries for a new life away from the oppression of the old religious traditions and insanity. But those who were already here, which were native and here first. So the Christian ways were taught to Native Americans mostly by force and fear, even while their sacred land was torn up for the search of gold. So today, in modern times, Christians tell the LGBT LGBT community that it is sinful for what they do. So what about love thy neighbor, or teaching the ways of Jesus, that the way Jesus taught? Jesus forgave prostitutes, which in that time they pretty much to be stoned or stoned to death during that time if they were caught doing it. So Jesus pretty much forgave them. Like, for instance, Mary Magdalene, I think that's her name. Anyway, yeah. So, what about this one? If that is such a bad abomination, what about the pastors who eat pork? Even that is pretty much a abomination according to what it says in the Bible. And they even eating unclean food was a abomination. But the Apostle Paul even was in such a debate. But Jesus, if he paid for such on the cross, then the old traditions are obsolete. If any religion teaches to hate such, then ask, why continue to be religious? To be conditioned to not think for ourselves what is right or wrong. So with that said, my question would be this: what are we doing? It doesn't even make sense. It seems like we're taught and then conditioned to fear if we disagree. And if we disagree, then we are condemned for not agreeing. So, if a loving God would send someone to hell just for not agreeing with him, then it doesn't make sense. And I have no idea exactly on this one, but that's just the way I feel inside. That I just can't. I don't feel like I should hate someone just because of their sexual preferences or anything else for that matter. But I do feel like if people do it for the wrong reasons, then yeah, that might be kind of bad. But if we truly love each other, then it should be allowed and not be looked on as something filthy. However, I would say that if you love somebody and are faithful to them, and then decide not to or go around and cheat on them, then that I would see as a bad thing and would be basically committing adultery, as Christians would put it. So that's kind of a thing that does actually go on in just today's society, and it's better to be examining ourselves before we look at someone else and judge them for what they do, because it's not it's not like no one has not done one thing and then say, oh, well, so-and-so was doing this and that, and then they don't look at themselves. So I would say that we should all be honest with ourselves and also open our hearts to actually reason with each other and actually open our eyes to see things in a different form or a different point of view. So this is Steve Mings, and thank you for tuning in to my point of view, and feel free to comment below and subscribe and give a thumbs up or whatever, and I won't feel bad if there's thumbs down or anything, but I'm really hoping there's thumbs up. Please, and please subscribe. And thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, and have a good day, or night, or wherever you are in this world. Be at peace.